The second is that you have very high levels of personal self-expression. I started to make movies. I'm a businessman. I started to make films. I wrote a book. I think part of writing the book was about self-expression. I know that there's a reason that there are 77 million active blogs. I blog every day at Ted's Take. People blog, it's their way of saying, listen to me, hear what I have to say. We want to be heard. We want our balance, if you will, even if you're introverted, to have an extroverted kind of moment. I know that I've been married for a long, long time, almost 25 years. And the only time I ever get into an argument with my wife, she says, "You're not listening to me." Whenever I've had an issue with a customer or a client, and you sit down with them one-on-one and you listen, it's usually an issue of communications. It's usually a customer saying, "You're not valuing what I have to say. You're not listening to me." And so I have found personal expression vital to success, and companies that activate personal expression. I own the Washington Capitals hockey team, and we rock the red. We've sold out 120 games in a row. We've had success at the box office and also on the ice. And we have activated a whole community of people. We have a guy who comes to every game dressed as an astronaut, the capstronaut. We have 10 kids who come wearing all red prophylactic rubber suits. I don't know why. And the more we have celebrated and allowed for people to self-express, we activated the largest blogosphere. We bring bloggers into the press room. And so I've seen our success, both on the ice and at the gate, mirror our activating high levels of self-expression from our fan base. And so self-expression vital.
Before you leave that, so all of us can't be artists or musicians, but what you're saying when you say self-expression, it's just really getting your own voice out, getting your own words heard, or finding a way to
yeah,
get
it's
your
also
own view
balance.
across.
You know, if you're a hardcore engineer, go learn how to line dance. And it's amazing the breakthroughs that happen. I remember meeting Nolan Bushnell, as a
Atari,
name
right?
from the past. He invented Atari, and he was a hardcore engineer. And he went on a vacation. He hadn't been on a vacation for a long, long time. He was sitting looking at the ocean, and he had been writing code. And he's sitting at the ocean, and he goes with his hand like this, and he makes the sand nice and clean. And just as he's looking at the ocean, he, with his index finger, makes a square. And just as the water's going up and down, he starts going like this with his finger. And he looks down, and Pong is born. And that balance that he got, leaving the office, looking at the ocean, just letting his imagination and self-expression run wild, has created a $100 billion industry. He invented a game on the sand. And I have just found that self-expression and balance, if you're extroverted, do something introverted. You know, if you're a mathematician, read some poetry. If you're locked in a dark office all the time, go sit by the beach a little bit. And that self-expression, the more that you communicate, I think the better off and the happier you become. And it's a concentric circle out from being active in multiple communities of interest.